All right, so let's dive right in. We're on day 17 of the Transurfing practical course. And this one is a massive roadblock for most people.
It really is.
The topic is the feeling of guilt. But what's so fascinating is how the source material treats it. It's not a moral issue. It's a mechanism.
It is. It's like an engineering perspective on an emotion, you know?
Yeah.
The text argues that guilt isn't just a feeling we have, it's an active request for a punishment scenario.
A request.
Yeah, it says we operate on this subconscious template where if there's a transgression, punishment has to follow. It's almost automatic.
So it's basically an input-output equation. If you hold on to guilt, the input, you're, signaling to the universe that you're ready for the output.
That's exactly it. You're signaling that you're ready to be punished. The source is pretty stark about this. You are literally inviting misfortune.
Or even violence, just because you feel like you owe some kind of debt.
Right. And that leads to the core promise of this principle. No guilt, and there will be no punishment.
Which sounds almost too simple.
It does, but it's presented as a kind of safety mechanism. The idea is if you don't consider yourself guilty, no one will dare to judge you. You're not vibrating at the frequency of a victim, so you don't attract an executioner.
Okay, so that's the ideal state living by your own credo, where judgment just has nowhere to stick.
Yeah.
But the text is also very practical about this.
It is.
It admits you can't just snap your fingers and, stop feeling guilty. It's a really deep-seated habit.
So day 17 proposes a hack, a way to reverse engineer your own psychology.
Almost a hack.
You treat the internal cause by treating the external symptom. The specific instruction is stop justifying yourself.
This is the part that I think requires the most discipline.
For sure.
We often confuse being polite with being subservient, right?
Yeah.
The source says every time you apologize for something trivial or explain yourself when no one even asked,
You're reinforcing your own guilt. You're basically appointing the other person as your judge.
you're giving them authority.
Exactly. And the text warns about manipulators who just thrive on this. They expect you to justify yourself. And if you just act without the apology, you starve them.
The lever they use to control you just doesn't work anymore.
They fall away. But the real magic here is the feedback loop it creates. This isn't just about handling other people. It's about rewiring your own brain.
So by changing the external action, the internal feeling follows.
Yes. The source says if you control the external form, refusing to justify, the internal content eventually aligns. It's cognitive consistency. Your reason and soul observe your behavior.
So your mind is watching you and concludes.
I'm not acting like a guilty person, so I must not be guilty. You don't wait for the confidence to stop explaining. You stop explaining to build the confidence.
That is the key shift. You don't have to convince yourself you owe nothing. You just have to stop acting like a debtor.
And once that signal stops, the universe stops sending you opportunities for atonement. The problems just dissolve.
So here's the challenge then, based on today's principle. For you, listening, try it for just one day.
Just 24 hours.
Yeah. Go a full day without offering a single unnecessary explanation or apology. Simply own your actions and see, how does the world's reaction to you change?
It's a bold experiment, but it might just make you untouchable.
Thanks for listening to this deep dive into day 17. Keep exploring.